Well, first of all, I'm a second generation owner of Golden Gate Funeral Home. My father started the business in 1980. Most people know the story of Tiger Woods. And I kind of laugh when I see that because that was my story. My entire life was spent around funeral homes. We own Golden Gate Funeral Home in Dallas, where you are now, that does almost 3,000 calls a year. But I also own Golden Gate Funeral Home in Fort Worth, which is what we call a mid-sized funeral home that does about 450 calls a year. But I also own Beckwith Gate Funeral Home in Tallulah, Louisiana, that only does 150 calls a year. So we see the advantage of fast funding at all three locations and how all three locations are affected by it. First of all, my Beckwith, Tallulah, Louisiana location, we don't have to hire an employee to do this. Because of the fast funding, you are the employee that I hired. We have some great funeral directors that's good at being funeral directors. We have some great embalmers that's good at embalming. What you're not good at is administration. What you're not patient with is being on hold with an insurance company. What you're not good at is filing their certificates, getting them back in time and getting to where that's not your expertise. That wasn't your calling. That's not the reason you went into funeral business. Express takes all of that away. You can now concentrate on what you was called to do. You can now concentrate on what you love to do. And paperwork has never been anyone's calling. I can tell you, we was doing fast funding about 25 years before I ever met Express. What I was most impressed with was no chargebacks. A lot of people will say there is no chargebacks, but can you put that in writing? Express was across the board. They made their promise and they kept that promise. That was the most important thing. No chargebacks is what made a difference in why we use Express and not your competitor. The question I would ask that person who's hesitant about it is, how much is stress worth? Express has taken the stress away. And that's why I'll tell any funeral director, any funeral home owner across the world.